We're going to have to start thinking about winding down outdoor pool season now.
Yeah, it may be over, but that doesn't mean that you can't take a dip and relax, for example.
That's what Doug Gembridge is showing us. New facility in Rochester dedicated to treating everything from stress to aches and pains through flotation.
Yeah, Doug is live at the Bodymind Float.
My goodness.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Don't worry. What you're thinking is not going to happen. You're fine. So, we are at the Bodymind Flotation Center, and I am with the owners, David and Patty over there. They have the microphone. I have the cell phone, which in a few minutes I'm going to give up because I'm going to go into the tank. David and Patty, good morning, and thank you for letting me float today. Tell us about this place, David, and the genesis of it for you.
Well, I first floated myself about 14 months ago in Portland, Oregon. Patty and I are musicians, and I was in Portland on music business, and a buddy of mine said, "You want to go for a float?" I said, "What the heck is a float?" He explained it. I said, "Sure, I'll give it a try." I was blown away by how it felt afterwards, and thought I had to do this again. And then shortly after that, I thought, this is something everybody from Rochester should be able to do if they need to.
And this is the first one in Rochester. Tell me about the benefits of it, Patty. What are some of the things that people say after they've had what would be a typical 90-minute float in a tank like this?
People often say, "Oh, I feel so slowed down," or they notice that they don't get upset by traffic like they normally would. It's very relaxing. It's good for stress relief, pain relief. We have a lot of clients with fibromyalgia come in and say it's helped them like no other therapy has.
And this started as when this first came to be, it was actually an experiment in sensory deprivation. This is going back to the 1950s. But if I go in here, you would normally play music for me or that kind of thing, or how does it work?
Well, we still restrict sensory input as much as possible, and this is where the great benefit comes from. The brain works hard all day processing the five senses, but also our position in a gravitational field takes a huge amount of processing power. When the brain is relieved of this burden, quite astonishing things happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you close me in at 6:45. I'm gonna report back on my experience. The one thing I'm talking about floating, I am floating because there is how many pounds of
650 pounds of Epsom salts.
650 pounds of Epsom salts keeping me afloat, so I'm not sinking to the bottom as you normally would in normal water. So I'm going to hand this over, and we'll see you at 6:45, and I'll let you know how I do. You guys can keep talking as they do this, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good, Doug. 650
Close me
pounds.
in, David.
Wow. So he's floating. You can't even tell.
Looking forward to it, I think.
Wow. Look at that. And this is the first time I've seen this. I mean, you hear a lot about flotation therapy. It's very cool to see.
What I thought this was is not it at all.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. This would not have been what I expected.
And so he'll get to the moon at 6:45? No, I'm kidding. No,
he comes out looking like Han Solo from Star Wars. The perfect cast.
No, this might be a great answer for a lot of people who, have health issues that they haven't found the answer yet. So, will it help? We're going to find out in a half an hour from now.
Yeah.